Says I'm live, but the screen is all blurry. Connect. Well, we'll see if anybody else comes in and if I'm live and all right. Or if not. Giovanni! Hope nobody heard that. I just completely covered up my mic and yelled for one of my sons because I forgot my fan and I'm under these lights. I'm dying right now. Good evening, Modern Prospector. Hello, Anthony Smith. Hello, Brandon Twinning. I have a calcite crystal seashell, or a half of one, right here, and I have an opal from Idaho right here. A couple of my nice pieces. Modern Prospector says, stop yelling at me. He must have heard that then. Jason Maldonado asks if I'm busting out the huge ones. Yes, I am. I was planning on doing some fire agate carving, and then my night and day took a complete turn, and nothing went as I was expecting it to. Everything turned into a giant fiasco of time, so I got what I could done and decided that since I didn't have time to really go up there and carve, because my wife's getting off a plane tonight too, I need to go pick her up, that I would show you guys some of my collection, because I've had some people contact me about seeing some of the stuff I've collected through the last couple of years. So I'm going to show you some of that stuff, but right before I do that, I'm going to leave you guys looking at this for just a second. Please sort of text with yourselves. I need to run and grab something real quick, so just give me 10 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, should be all good now. Hello, Sandy Brown. Yep, this is the opal. This opal is from Spencer, Idaho. When I originally found this one, these two faces were just completely white, and I could see just a little bit of shine out of this eye that was sort of broken. I call them eyes because to me it looks like a skull that hasn't really been carved yet. This one looks like a skull to me that hasn't been carved yet. And I carved to get the color out with my 4-drum and then coated it in some lacquer just to show the first layers of color. This one right there and that one right there. And I think that this eye will end up having color in that, like that one down here lower. But one of my nice opals. This is from Ruck's Pit in Florida. This is a honey-colored calcite crystal seashell. It's a half, but it's a nice half. Some nice teeth and a nice little vug that goes inside of it. I don't know if you call that a vug so much, but it's a cool little piece. See, I'm going through the chat real quick. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab something a little bit bigger to show you guys. Oh, that's not the one I want. Wrong box. Let me grab this other box. This is another calcite crystal seashell. And when I found this one, it had a bunch of sand in it, and you couldn't really see the crystals too much. Had to break it open a little bit.
And then once I pop this little piece to where I could get inside of it in the sea, you can see all the dogtooth calcite that's inside of it. Topaz is asking something I missed. Has anyone started to GoFundMe? I have one going and it isn't doing anything at all. Was hoping for a tip or 3 to help make it work. Depends on what your GoFundMe is that you have going is one thing, whether people really want to help fund it. The other thing with the GoFundMe is the ones that are really successful are spending an initial amount of seed money on advertisement and marketing companies. So advertisement and marketing companies are how a bunch of those GoFundMes get very large very fast. They're actually paying to get in front of people, if you can believe it or not. Now, some of them have a really good push from the people that are behind it having good social media skills, but most of the ones you see, pushing have a good PR firm behind them. Now, this Topaz I'm about to pull out is absolutely ridiculous. It's one of my 2 best. I, at one point, had put it up in my store for $1,500, but now I think I'm about nuts to have done that. Sounds windy. That's probably... Does it still sound windy? Shouldn't sound windy anymore. Do me a favor. Back the fan up a little bit. Okay, that's fine.
Can I vacuum the bedroom or no?
Yeah, point the fan down a little bit too. Good, right there. Whoa, bumping the camera. So this is one of my 2 best Topaz from Topaz Mountain Adventures. And you can see the size of that Topaz point right there. It's about the size of my thumb almost. More a good size of my pointer finger on the tip. But the whole crystal actually runs in this whole vug. And you can see how it like runs this whole vug. It's absolutely nuts. This is one of the 2 best. Yeah, you wish. Well, I was a fool when I had this inside of my store, because when I first had this inside of my store, I had it in there for $1,500. And I think that's just insane that I was willing to sell that at $1,500. Now, does everybody does this when I'm live? Why the fuck does this guy do this to me when I'm live? Is everybody still there? Hello?
What happened?
Somebody's tried calling me even though my Do Not Disturb is on and it messed with my live feed. Can you still see the screen? Black. That's what I thought. No video, says Anthony Smith. No screen, says Modern Prospector. All right, guys, I got to restart the stream real quick. I'm going to put it on my other phone so that doesn't happen again. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. Give me about 5 seconds. Somebody called me and did that to me.